I've been a member since about 1950. Lived on Linden Avenue in Macon. Confirmation at the old church on Normal. Came to this church. Was married 1958. In fact, there's going to be a picture of my wedding in this program. It was taken by my uncle from the choir loft.
Who married you?
Mulher.
Tell us what you remember about the first church on Normal Street. What was it like?
It was probably half as big as this one, and dark wood. And like I say, I only had my confirmation. I remember at CYO here in the rectory, after it moved here, downstairs in the living room. Father Barry would be upstairs. And also they had women's club meetings, I think, in there, because Father Barry would come down the stairs and start singing, "Good night, ladies." Wanted them to go home.
So you have how many children?
4.
4 children that were raised in this parish?
Yes.
And what finally got you to get involved in the women's club?
My mother was involved with the women's club, and she thought it was very important. First of all, she helped me find a house. I was just married, just 2 blocks away. And she knew it was important to be involved in a parish. And we had Jenny Padilla running the buses with my mother. We had another lady help at Rose Park Naven, help my mother. And my father helped too. He brought the soft drinks on the back of the bus. And I still have the sign at my house that my mother made. It says, "Thank you for not smoking." We had a guest that smoked on the bus.
The Women's Club has been very important to you, and you've been president of the Women's Club for several years.
12 years.
12 years.
And I've been secretary, never been treasurer. I've been vice president.
And why would somebody want to join the Women's Club?
Well, we took turns being hostess with lunch. I saw to that we had guest speakers, and then I started doing the newsletters. I've been doing newsletters 19 years. And the Women's Club started in 1948. It was called the Mothers Club. Pat Smith was very active, and she told us it was called the Mothers Club. And then it was, I don't know when it changed to the Women's Club. And we had many members, almost 60 every month. And like 6 hostesses. Of course, through the years it dwindled. I think when we quit before the virus, we had about 25 active members and 3 hostesses. Every 4 times a year we had a potluck. The other months, 3 to 6 ladies, different times, would prepare lunch for the ladies. I think it was $5 to have lunch. And like I say, I tried to engage good speakers. I think we had a very active and interesting women's club. And then our ladies would do things outside. We'd go to St. Sophia's and play bunco or Blessed Sacrament. It was just about 4 parishes that we traveled and visited and played bunco.
And I heard about some trips to Las Vegas.
Yes, we went to Vegas, Waltham. My mother took people to San Simeon. She had big, long trips. My mother did take a number of ladies in those days to Lawrence Welk's Theater. She loved it. It was a lot of fun to go to the Lawrence Welk's Theater.
How has being a part of this community helped you?
Just friendship and belonging to something, and going places together. You have to have some kind of a social life and cause. We used to make cookies for the USO. That was February. We sold seized candy. We had 3 large bake sales at the last here there in the patio.